I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds, and I'm going to talk about Black Widow finally coming out. Also, just been a minute since I recorded, and I thought I should just clarify what is going on, because I just keep saying I'm going through a hard time. And the truth is, I've had 4 people die in less than a month. And I honestly still think I'm in shock about it. I've lost a lot of people, just like I'm sure a lot of people out there have, to being sick or car accidents, or I've lost people to overdoses, suicides. I'm not trying to upset anybody right now. I'm just saying we've all been through some shit. But these ones, and especially the latest one, just hit differently. And the truth is, I just haven't been in a mood to record. Like, I just am like, fuck it. And then I realize I shouldn't feel that way, and that Embry specifically, who passed away, it's weird. It's weird when somebody passes away and almost like they knew. I don't know if anybody else has had that happen, but he pushed me so hard to do this. Like, he was just like, do it, Abby, do it, like, all the time. And I feel like it's dishonoring his memory if I don't. And I loved him very much, and he was a very good person, and life is precious and life is fragile. And just remember that not every day is promised, you know, like, that shit is true, like, it's crazy. I still can't believe he's gone. This is gonna be hard. Honestly, this is why I had Donnie, Clay, and Joey on yesterday, because I was like, I know I should record, but I really don't want to. And me, Clay, and Donnie all worked with Embry. And I don't think I've ever met anybody as pure and just good, just all around just a good human. Like, there needs to be more Embrys out there. And so yesterday when we recorded, I was just like, I don't give a shit what this is. So if you sat through me, Donnie, Clay, and Joey talking like idiots, thank you. But they crack me up. They put me in a better mood. And like I said, I know Embry wouldn't want me to be upset. And I know that, and like I said, he was my biggest supporter. He was one of my biggest supporters about starting a YouTube channel. And so I don't think it's right if I just don't do anything with it right now. It's like off, or I'm not using like the correct words and stuff. Just maybe give me a little break this time, because I'm not really thinking straight. And like I said, we lost, if you watch my previous video, we lost Terry from work, and I don't want to harp on this too much, but I'm just saying, not many people are as close with their coworkers as we are. When we go into work, we are in a 10-foot area on that line right next to each other for 12 hours. Like, that's your team. And I'm lucky enough to have a very, very good team, and except for one turd. But we all like each other. We're all genuinely friends. We all do stuff together. Like, Embry was at my birthday. So it doesn't seem right calling him my coworker, because he wasn't just my coworker. He was my friend. Yeah, none of them would want me to be sad. None of them, and none of it. Like, I was going to do a video dedicated to my buddy Brad, who I grew up with. Once again, freak accident. What the fuck? But he loved Jon Snow. So I was going to do a whole Jon Snow thing. So if anybody has any Jon Snow ideas, let me know. But I was going to dedicate a video to him, and then I just kept getting hit with people dying. So I'm like, shit, man. I don't want to keep dedicating. I'll just say it. I lost all these people recently, and it sucks. And so did Clay, and so did Donnie. And so did everybody who knew Brad, and other people that have passed away, and whatever. We're all going through some shit, but like I said, it matters. It matters to be nice to one another. And it matters to be kind. That shit matters. It does. You don't have to like everybody. I'm a huge advocate for, I hate it when motherfuckers, I'm an old school rave kid, like, I go to music festivals and all that shit, and I'm all about positivity and all that shit. But the truth is, sometimes you just don't like each other. And that's okay. It's okay not to get along with every single person. I hate it when people are like, oh man, why can't you? Because I don't like that motherfucker. That's why. You know, like, I hate that shit. But I don't like it when people go out of their way to be mean. Those are very different things. I'm not saying you got to be buddy-buddy with everybody, but being kind and being respectful and being nice, it matters. So there's my fucking PSA for the day. But it does. It goes a long way. It goes farther than you think. Even if you think it doesn't matter, it matters. And you never know what people are going through at home or outside of work or outside of school or whatever it is that you do. Like, it matters. Being nice matters. Okay, so I'm kind of just winging this video. I don't have anything wrote down. I just have been out of it. That's why I recorded with Joey and Clay and Donnie yesterday. But Black Widow's coming out in theaters and on Disney Plus, which I'm excited about. I know I've talked about this before, but I don't think I've ever talked about it in detail. That's like my favorite part of the MCU, is this Manchurian Candidate kind of realistic part of it. I know Captain America has powers, I know Winter Soldier has powers, whatever, but they're the most realistic. I like that Manchurian Candidate assassin little corner of the MCU that isn't space magic and gods and whatever the fuck, and you know what I mean? So it's my favorite little corner of the MCU. Now, I am not like a huge Black Widow fan. I'm not over the top with it. I like Black Widow. She's cool. I just was never obsessed with her. You know what I mean? But for some reason, I was really pumped for Black Widow. I am still pumped for Black Widow. But then COVID happened. And it wasn't coming out. And then it was coming out. And then it was yada, yada, yada. Well, now it's finally coming out on Disney Plus and in theaters, which I'm super excited about because I miss the theater. I'm off work right now for... How long have we been off for, guys? I'm the one who fucked up and thought we went back next week. We've been off for a couple weeks now. I work in the automotive industry in a factory. We've been back we didn't even go through a full lockdown. We were back at work within like 3-4 weeks last year. We were not in a lockdown. We didn't have to, we have to wear, anybody bitching about having to put a mask on, fuck you. Because do you want to know what? We have to wear that shit for 12 hours. 12 hours doing manual labor. So if you're bitching about putting one on to walk into fucking Walmart, fuck off. Try wearing safety glasses, overheating, and not being able to breathe or take it down to take a drink of water for 12 hours, and then come and fucking talk to me about your goddamn mask. I don't give a fuck what you believe about COVID. I'm just saying I'm sick of listening to people whine about the fucking mask shit. I'm like, well, we gotta wear it for 12 hours, and we have been since we went back to work and weren't even in a full lockdown, doing manual labor. Not walking down a hallway, not fucking, and I'm not shitting on what anybody does. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, if we can do it, you can throw one on to go into a fucking store, and I just don't understand the bitching. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. I'm, like I said, I think about myself, and I'm just like, is this really what people are whining about? Try going over half a day wearing it and not taking it off and being suspended for 2 weeks if you do. Back to the MCU coming back. It's finally coming back. We finally have a release date. I think it's July 9th. We can go back to the theater. I'm really stoked about it. I miss it. And what sucks is that I'm off work. And normally my schedule's crazy. I work 6 p.m. to 5:15 a.m. and that doesn't even count getting there and stuff. I'm there a long time. I work during the night. My schedule's fucked up. I don't have a lot of time off, is what I'm saying. So how I spend my time is very precious to me. And it should be, because time... You can't get it back. But I miss being at the theater. And Mom and I used to go at least once a month. That's what I'm talking about. I oversleep. Like, my sleeping in is like 6 or 7 p.m. So if I oversleep, it's like 8 or 9 p.m. So by the time I am going to do things, most places are closed. And especially with this fucking COVID shit, I can't get a goddamn thing done. All I'm saying is, I wish I went to the movies more. I used to go almost every day because my best friend at the time worked at the movie theater. So... we used to go for free. We couldn't see new things, but we could see like essentially anything that was out for more than a week, and it was awesome. And the people knew who we were, and they knew what our drink orders were, and they knew what size of popcorn we wanted, and it was great. I don't have any theories on this. I don't have shit. All I know is that I'm real stoked about it. And I like that the character that from Falcon and Winter Soldier, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Why was I just blanking on her name? I loved her. Mom and I are doing Falcon and Winter Soldier. Shit has been fucked. Like I said, I got people dying. I got people that are sick. Then we had my nephew staying the night, and it was just like, everything's been crazy. I was sick. I was super sick. I thought I had COVID for sure, but then I didn't, thank God. Then Mom got super sick. Whatever. Bunch of shit, man. But we are doing Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I stand by this. It's the most important thing that Marvel's done. It really is, and it's so well done. It was so well... I don't know why more people aren't talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier like we were about WandaVision. I don't know if it's because WandaVision was more like poppy and fun, and Falcon and Winter Soldier had more serious tones and themes to it off rip. I don't know, but more people should be talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier like they were with WandaVision, I feel like. Just saying. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character. Apparently she was supposed to premiere in Black Widow before Falcon and Winter Soldier was even supposed to be on. Black Widow was supposed to be out in theaters before all the COVID stuff, and apparently she was supposed to premiere in that. And I'm like, interesting, and I'm super excited. And like I said, for some reason, I've just completely avoided looking up anything about the Black Widow movie, so I don't know of any theories or anything going on. And like I've said a million times on here, I don't know everything. I just like talking about it. I just like talking about movies and TV and books and whatever the fuck. I don't know every little thing. I'm not going to claim that I do. I don't know every little theory and every character. I don't. Like, there are certain things where I know a lot, yes, but do I know everything? No, I fucking don't. And anybody who says I do is probably bullshitting anyway. I've actively avoided Black Widow spoilers, though. And it's taken a lot of effort because there's nothing going on right now. I get that Disney is a giant, huge corporation, but what I do think is funny is, why do you just keep re-releasing the same trailer footage over and over again like you're showing us something new? It looks great. I'm assuming people have worked on it extra and cleaned it up even more than it could have been, and it's probably going to look way more amazing than it even would have already, which is super cool. But yeah, you just keep giving us the same footage over and over and over again and act like we should be shocked by it. I am kind of shocked that they are coming out with it on Disney Plus, but I do understand it, and I'm glad that they're doing that. And I think we did talk about the legalities going on behind this. There was something weird with Scarlett Johansson's contract, and I don't give a shit, and I don't know. But all I know is that I'm super excited for it. Coming out in July, I'll be able to go back to the theater with my mom. I heard a rumor that we're going to be off work longer, so hopefully we can go do something fun. That'd be cool. I thought it didn't bother me, but it's bothering me. I need a music festival, I need a theater, I need people. I do. I need them, and I realize that. Even, I knew that already, I'm a very social person, but now I'm like, I fucking need it. I need it. I miss it. Who's texting me? Who in the fuck? Mitten pickers. Who the fuck are mitten pickers? I also thought that Thunderbolt Ross, who is the character, if you're not remembering him, I don't blame you, because he's the motherfucker who, he makes the Avengers sign the Sokovia Accords. Mustache Man? Yeah, him. If you remember back, he was in the very beginning of the MCU. You probably don't remember, because only freaks remember, and it's okay, I'm a freak, and I remember. But Thunderbolt Ross, I thought he would have a bigger part to play in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm kind of glad that they brought in a different character. I know that he's going to be involved, but they're setting up the Thunderbolts, like, essentially the opposite of the Avengers, if you're not picking that up, like, with John Walker and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now we have essentially another Black Widow that we can pick up, and so there's going to be, like, an opposite for each Avenger eventually. I thought he would be a bigger player in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like I said, I'm glad that he wasn't. I know that he's going to be a big deal in this movie, which is fine with me, but like I said, I thought they were going to cram him down our throats, and I'm glad that they didn't. And I'm glad that if you're not a super nerd, I shouldn't use the word freak. I keep using the word freak and weird, and people think that I just use those terms. I always say I'm normal, but then I'm like, that doesn't sound right, you know what I mean? But people that know me know what I mean. So I'm just saying, if you're not a super nerd that's super looking into things and looking into spoilers and shit, you wouldn't know that that's the big thing that they're doing with, like, the Weapons Plus program and all this shit. But like I said, I'm glad that they're not heavy-handedly shoving in down our throats, and we have some other characters coming in, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character. That's hard to fucking say, especially when it's, what time is it? 5 in the morning or some shit? Yeah, it's 5:30 a.m. So Black Widow is taking place in between Captain America Civil War and Avengers Endgame, or Avengers Infinity War. Once again, losing my mind. Can you tell? I hope not. I try to pretend like I have it all together. I do not. Part of me kind of wishes that they would have done it in order, though, because I feel like that would have been cooler, but I don't know why I'm so stoked for this movie. I don't know if it's because I was stoked way before COVID happened, and now I think just having COVID lock us all down and not being able to do things and not see people is really what's amplified it for me. And like I said, I don't know everything about it, and so that's always fun for me when I don't know shit about something, because normally someone either spoils it for me, not on purpose, or they come to talk to me about it and they're like, oh yeah, did you hear this, and this? And I'm like, well, now I did. It really irks me, though. That really irks me when they're like, oh, didn't you see this came out? Oh, didn't you see this? Somebody said there was Game of Thrones news, or the prequel news. Do you want to know what the news was? I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you really quick. Oh my gosh. I won't even make a whole fucking video about it, because what's the goddamn point? I click on this shit. Somebody's like, oh yeah, no, news. I go and click on it. It ain't news. It ain't fucking news. The fucking head of HBO came out and said, oh, we're only that's House of the Dragon is the only one being filmed right now. Everything else is still in different stages of production, which means they haven't been filming it. Big fucking whoop. Like I didn't already fucking know that. You think I didn't know that they weren't filming the other ones yet? They weren't. They of course they're only filming House of the Dragon right now. That's not fucking news. It is not breaking news of this new Black Widow trailer. It's not a new trailer. It just looks much better. It already looked great. That's what I mean. But I can see like, oh, somebody worked even more on this. It's even more polished. It looks great. And what? We got 2 or 3 new frames. We got like an extended family scene, and I love David fucking Harbour. That's probably part of it too. Stranger Things, Chief Hopper, playing Red Guardian and Black Widow. Fucking love David Harbour, that giant man. He's the shit. Yeah, that's all we've gotten. We got a new trailer, but all it is from what I saw, it was just the extended scene with the family, which I do like. And I've said that before on here. I feel like I say that all the time. I like slice of life stuff. Everybody does. But those are the funnest, you know what I mean, is seeing them not do. I love the big spectacles. I love the big fights. I love all that shit. But when you get to see them, like when Hawkeye goes to his farm and you're like, oh, that's adorable. Fun little nugget of info. I liked it. It's very cool. But yeah, this isn't brand new shit. This is the same scenes we've already been seeing. And so it's just like, Disney, just shut up. Shut up, Disney, because, you know, I know what I'm doing, so I should tell you what to do. I'm just sick of stupidity. Like, are people that dumb? Same thing with Joey's forcing me to get a TikTok. Everybody's been forcing me to get a TikTok, telling me to get a TikTok, get a TikTok, get a TikTok. I get it. There are some cool content creators on TikTok. There is some funny shit on TikTok, but do you want to know what TikTok reminds me of? Are you just that stupid that you can't pay attention for more than 15 seconds? Have we just come that far as a society that we just don't have a fucking span to pay attention to anything? It irks me to think we're this stupid. Like, do you think that you can just keep shoving the same trailer down our throats and we won't know? You should have just said, hey, we're going to give you 5 minutes of the fucking movie. We know it's been like, just do that. Don't give me the same trailer and then everybody on the internet going, oh my God, it's new. No, it's not new. It's the same fucking thing with an extended scene thrown in it. Playing this one real loosey-goosey because, like I said, I'm not feeling it. I'm trying to be upbeat. And like I said, I know that none of the people who have passed away would want me to be sad, and especially Embry. Embry would not want me to stop recording. He really was one of my biggest supporters for this. So I'm trying my best to be optimistic and upbeat, but it's very, very hard right now. Like, I'm pretty open about myself. Like, I suffer from depression. I do have problems. I have my own, everybody's got issues, you know. So it's just like when I get down. And I won't do a damn thing. I won't answer my phone. I won't, not shit. Like, I joke around about it, but like, it's a real thing. I don't think anybody lives on Do Not Disturb better than I do. So it's like, when I'm down, I'm down. So doing this right now has been like, you gotta do it. The only reason I recorded yesterday was because Joey, Donnie, and Clay were here sitting on my porch with me, and I was like, you know what? Let's just fucking do it. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about, and you can tell by the video that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but we're gonna do it because I'm gonna push myself to do this because if I need to. So yeah, I know this is a little loosey-goosey. I know I'm not giving you that much info. I'm just talking about, yeah, Black Widow's coming out. I'm excited. I want to see people again. I think everybody does. But this is kind of just for myself at this point with this video. I'm like, no, you have to record. You have to keep going. That's what we got to do. But it is hard. And like I said, being nice matters. So remember to be nice to one another. Be kind. It goes a long way. And sometimes, and like I said, you don't have to like everybody. You don't. Not everybody's going to like everybody. It's just a fact of life. But it doesn't mean that you have to go out of your way to be a piece of shit. Totally forgot to record an outro, but I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I got my Lions gear on now for Joey and Clay. No, I'm just kidding, but I've got 2 more videos to drop today and edit, and I still haven't slept yet, so we'll see how that goes. But remember to be nice to one another, because it fucking matters, and be safe.